Westside Gunn's been the godfather of a movement that's dominated the underground hip hop space for almost half a decade. He's been on a solid little run the last couple of months with 11 and Still Praying. Dude has a ridiculous ear for beats, and he continues to innovate in this space that he cultivated. Plus, for a guy who's really known for his charisma and his delivery, his pen just continues to improve. His joint should be good. Let's get to it.
You don't get nip on the plum for me. You want to pop, you get some for free. Palomo, conmigo no. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers, man.
Right? Let me see. The standouts. Wow, I know they was influenced by
360 Vision Eye Smoker. Semi Sosa make it light skin. Add the mix and refine coca. Design sculpture.
making light skin, making that off-white coat.
Every pill. Ain't no attitude, I be very chill. Still throw your baby mother off a Ferris wheel. 45 still better.
How romantic.
For real, son. You can't fuck with the God.
That's a good verse. Yo, Nat be rambling about nothing sometimes. He had that focus right there with all the drug talk. He had a good verse. Dope rhyme schemes. That's his signature, kind of off-kilter, out of the box flow.
Hey yo, Masaki's glowing, fiends copping and going. Bagging in the Louis ski suit like it's snowing.
Bro, I'm telling you, Westside Gunn pen is so improved, dog. You would never hear this man start a verse with a 5-syllable rhyme scheme years ago.
Nigga took a sniff, ripped his shirt like he Hogan. Sales popped a 6'6" from 3, he was punked up.
Hey, this junk crazy. Westside Gunn and Drake had a Hulk Hogan bar dropping on Valentine's Day. This one's better now, and don't ask me why I know that, but that is crazy. We got Coke rap and Coke rap in the same day.
Blew a kiss at the CEO like I'm gold dust. Always us, I don't even know what he thrown up. Coughing up blood, meet the legend of Big Dog. I don't know Spanish, but for work I'ma speak some. Devil trying to change, God plan trying to tweet some. I was on the grind, since the guy for a week plus. I was on the grind, the Valley Mass in the G.
See no evil, third eye covered, but I hear him call me. Wicked ways for the cash, till the demons haunt me. Steven Victor off his laughing with a kilo on me. If I wasn't rapping, I'd be cooking in your bitch apartment.
Bro, free this man Stove got cooks. This dude really got it and still had made his Griselda debut. This man Griselda career is definitely Saquon Barkley on the Giants. Get this man to the Eagles.
If I wasn't rapping, I'd be cooking in your bitch apartment. You think she raw, we still treat her like she stepped on. You know the cocaine lexicon is extra long. They throw.
You think she raw, but we still treat her like she stepped on. That's the play off the whole, like, you think she a dime, we treat her like she a regular girl, but he using the drug slang to describe it.
I hear they got a lot to say, but it's quiet when I pull up, I'm the Tesla guy. We dying to crash out, the airbags Louis Vuitton. Before I landed, boy, that shit wasn't doing the job.
That's tough, dog. That's straight out Westside Gunn bad, where you mix the luxury talk with the street talk, but we dying to crash out. The airbags is luxury. That's fire.
You know the key to life. I still have Adidas nights. Well, I can't let the yay go. You know, I still end up deep in white.
That's fire. He had the Adidas line, and he said, I can't let the yay go. I can't let the yayo coat go. I'm playing how Kanye turned Adidas around, and they had to drop him for crashing out.
My mama told me not to touch the stove. She was right. Sorry, mama. Now the Grand Wizard, glass pop blizzard. Marty.
My mama told you not to touch the stuff. That's fire. Like how when you're a little kid, but he talking about to cook up on the stove.
Talk like me, walk like me, cook like me, look like me, braids like me. Hope white yacht through the foggy water waves like me. I don't even need a boat. Hop out and walk on the water. My club stuck at the border. How I'm supposed to get the order? 10K for the court seats. I only stayed for a quarter.
Bro, when that Stove guy Griselda debut dropped, y'all talking about feeding families, bro. Like, that joint might end poverty. They gonna have to stop them whole for 8 cents a day ass. It ain't gonna be no feed the children. The children gonna get fed when that project drop. Stove guy went off, dog. I think all three rappers really brought it, but man, he just different, dog. In this lane of hip hop, this neo-mafioso lane, it's almost feel like I've been there, done that for like 90% of the rappers. And Stove guy is really offering something that's fresh, where he's still taking that really gritty storytelling, but he's kind of adding to it in the same way that Westside Gunn did when he came out, where he's adding that extra layer of charisma. Like his delivery, dog, he really got you in the palm of his hand with every single verse that he dropped. Plus he's punching. Plus the imagery is tough. Gunn and Nat did their thing. I think all three of those guys were punching really well. Nat's had a lot of momentum the last 2 years, and he kind of keeping it up with this one. And then you got this dope beat as the backdrop where you got this ominous, moody sample that sound like they sample a 90s cartoon or something. Joint sounded like if Tom and Jerry was beefing with each other in the trap house. This joint really sounded like him picking up with the sound direction I thought he was going after Peace Fly God. But yeah, dope beat, tough verses. This is Adam Page.
Hey yo,
I love the bass
top
on
at
this
the
beat.
Glock, knee had the gauge. Bullets flipped him like Hangman Adam Page. No one ahead of me, one in the head cause of jealousy. Weaponry for every fuck nigga that don't F with me, especially these fake rap niggas on the road to success. I was a successful crack dealer. Go
Man,
get
he's
the
playing
pride,
with the
I was still
alliteration to the S sound on top of the rhyme scheme you got going.
Make sure the money and the bricks stand listed. If you hear anything, just shoot, pay attention. Now I got
I
diamond
said facts.
and
I don't be sliding.
on the dishes.
Live a nice suburban life.
Tell them broke niggas don't say my name no more. I done got crazy rich, I ain't sane no more. Wrist so heavy I can't wave no more. Wrist so heavy I can't wave. This week, even Saturday they come. They keep spinning around your world, they be saddened when I'm done. It's a 7-figure run.
That's a good Saturday.
Had to get them broke niggas from around me. Shit was adding up to nothing. I just flew to Dublin, to Paris, to London. I don't even drive in the lane no more, I'm running it.
I like that line.
When I'm fucking rich, I just turned down 4 tours for the fuck of it.
Don't flex. It was probably that contract while you turned it down.
I still got residue
Got that
all
nigga in
over.
the 360. They got him in a 720 deal. Bro doing the air up there done.
I still got it cheaper. 5 bricks for a feature. The Louis trench so long.
Bricks for a feature is fire. How everybody be talking about how much they charge for a feature and he charging bricks.
Topper, but I make you a believer.
Boy, when Westside Gunn and Stove God Cooks is on, that junk really be reminiscent of Ray and Ghostface Killer. It give you Cuban Links energy. Look, only built for Scorpion Links, if you will. I don't even know if that makes sense, but hey, I'm feeling that beat from Denny LaFleur. I think Gunn is at his best when he is pushing the boundaries of the space. Regardless of what he delivers from a rap perspective, I really never have to worry about his beat selection unless he picking trap. But we're not going to go there. And in this space, I think he's always, from day one that he came out, been the one who creates the wave with where the sound's going. I rock with his strings. I like how that bass line sounded. And then I'm feeling both the verses, man. Westside Gunn's pen in the last few years of his career has really been underrated. And he flashed it here. He got some real intricate rhyme scheme. He played with a couple of alliterations in there. The coke talk is dope. The luxury talk is dope. Stove God Cooks, he adds that same level of charisma. He just got in a different way. So when you add in how well he punched on this song, like when he's rapping on this level, he's one of the best. Plus you got a pretty dope chorus from him, which, hey, if you in this rap lane and you put together a good chorus, you playing with house money. Another tough song. I've liked every verse on this album so far. This is Veert. Drive-by in Castlevania type beat.
You ain't never had the parallel park or pool guide. 5K, but why you in the catch you move by? Victor,
YN's a do it for less.
Bulgari, Moose Chris Cup, mix codeine with the story.
Instantaneous, right away. 6 aliens, Tuesday, traps out the Latin boutique. Mood swing, food for kings. Death toll, war game supreme echo. Close retro, fashion expo, select code.
This Select Host 3-syllable back-to-back is fire.
Now the motion like mangoes. $100 tips and Turks and Caicos, yo.
Say hi to Drake.
Streets miss you, game miss you, kitchen miss you, bricks miss you, plug miss you, fans miss you, fiends miss you. I'm back, nigga, I'm back. My wrist rested
that
up, I'ma
motif
make
right
it
there.
jump back. Shooters hanging out the Rolls Royce, nigga, I'm back. Got my wrist rested
His
up, I'ma make
delivery is so fire, man. The fact that he's able to get in these charismatic pockets, verse after verse, is tough.
Took my twins to Disney. On the way in, sold a brick outside of Epcot. They like stove, you ain't cooked it forever. I know you rusty. I'm like, I been had my tetanus shot.
That tetanus shot line rusty because you get tetanus from the rest. It's really the delivery that is carrying it. The whole verse really.
Bitch, I been feet the floor like Fred and Bedrock. For real. Ford broke cocaine champion.
I like that.
You can't wrestle with God.
He picking it up.
The Virgil rug say wrong. Plug name in my phone say plug.
Bro, these niggas is rapping, dog. Stove going crazy.
On Sunset with Tremaine and Slime, rocking the denim tear Uggs. Tracy McGrady, cook on one crooked eye. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one.
That sound like Flip off the coat. That song is cool, man. Stove did a lot of carrying, though. I think Nack started out pretty strong, especially when his verse had that coke talk focus to it. When Nack stick to a topic, he really can go. I don't like when he just get into the rambling, abstract, stream of consciousness rapping. He didn't really do it too much, but like a little bit at the end of his verse, which I ain't really rock with that much. Overall, his verse is still pretty good, but Stove, once again, best verse on here. He started out with just the charismatic, melodic delivery, and he started barring, starting about halfway through his verse, and then Westside Gunn, nigga was just there. Bruh showed up so he couldn't get fined. I normally like when he do that pitch down vocals. Like one of my favorite early songs by him is Suede Matombos, where he rap the whole verse like that. But one, it wasn't mixed that well, and then two, he didn't really say too much that. Remember, we had one like clever line in there, but that was about it. The beat I do respect for the fact that it is way outside of the box, but it don't jump off the page to me. You had those guitars and you had these cartoonish video game like sound effects in the background. But for what it's worth, Nack and Stove found some dope pockets with it. Solid song, lightest one on the album so far, but still solid. This is 055.
Praise fly, praise stove, praise both. Praise fly, praise the stove, praise both. I pray you see the way I'm living, that's hope. I pray you see the way we living, that's hope. Praise. This ain't new shit, bitch, we been getting big. This ain't new shit, bitch, we been getting bread. They said Slime was talking like this back when he was in the feds. This that big booty going up to see Uncle me and West, that kind of hope. A real bitch by your side, that's hope. Rough waters holding the boat. She gon' swim for us both.
You gotta have the Valentine's Day bars.
I touched down, TSA coming to question me. Can I live?
Hey yo, hit him close up, made his body slump. Plain Jane, Rose Gold, Donald Trump. Balenciaga, Oakley's on the guy.
Plain Jane, Rose Gold, Donald Trump. Referring to how Rose Gold kind of look orangish, Donald Trump complexion.
Louis shots had me stumbling the hockey sign. Fiend hit the pipe and said, word is
PSA, dog, if you're a grown man, bro, and you getting sloppy drunk, bro, you really a girl. Like, that's feminine to me. How you a grown man and have niggas carrying you out the bar?
Fly niggas speeding in the hatchback Rari. Throughout the samples, feeling flip, running like Shikari. Mr. Dope with the nutmeg. Slide still see his freedom from a bunk bed. Canary 911, but the truck red. The spare was 3 ounces short, now it's Sunday.
Be grateful for these experiences, man. I'm telling you.
Look who it is.
You don't have to die in order for you to hear what heaven sounds like.
Hey, I'm crying, dog. Westside Gunn heard the criticism that dudes is getting sick of A.A. Rashid. Now he trying to sneak him in the album. He cutting the songs with A.A. Rashid like it's fentanyl. I can deal with A.A. Rashid. He'll say something hilarious every now and then. It's really that poet who I can't stand. But Westside Gunn got his lit back on this song. I think this is the first song where he had a better verse than Stove. Stove really relied on his melodic bag on this one, which I think that has appeal, but he was kind of giving us a little bit more in those other songs where you would get the melodic parts and then you'd also get a few more memorable bars, a little bit more imagery. Westside Gunn, he didn't have any super intricate lyricism, but I think he had a lot of standout lines right there. I think both him and Stove were punching at a high level on this album. I'm feeling the beat. I like that vocal sample, the gospel feel to this whole song. It played in the Stove guy singing really good. So I think that was a pretty dope song. This is Health Science. A little spacey, synth sounds, futuristic. It's a good bass line too. I like this beat.
Listen. This shit feel like pinch me, I'm dreaming. Niggas, my sons, temper tantrums, they kicking and screaming. Marvin Gaye, senior hand on the drum, just give me a reason. What's going on? These niggas done, we in a new season. All them niggas, Stephanie and mine. I build culture, fuck your content. I ain't made for TikTok, only built for Cuban links and Vacheron wrist watches. I'm nowhere near clock.
Only built for Stove God cooks.
If you think a nigga finished, it's only a pit stop. Pinch me, I'm dreaming, double under stars. I'm dreaming, pillow talking, stopping head on, but I push peace though. Fashion week, about 6 inch from Nico. Where I'm from, you got it duck from bullets in Rico. Star seems so far away, but we reach though. Lord, just let me take care of my people. Rick got the zippers all over my peacoat. Niggas on the yard crease, stands to the G-shot. You can never fuck with me ever, so please stop. I can West.
You know what? I get it now. I get the Brother Tom So signing now, because I was just thinking of it as a signing. It was really a trade, bro, and it's really like the Luka trade. Westside Gunn fleeced the league with this one, because essentially it sounded like he got Brother Tom Sos to replace El Scamino. That gotta be the biggest upgrade since that Beyonce song, bro. You know, I don't think featuring Brother Tom Sos gives you the same thing you get from Stove, but he is definitely solid. He has a great rapping voice. He sounds good, both singing and rapping. Now, I do like the grungier, more down-to-earth, less processed vocals. Like, you can't deny he's a better singer than Stove God Cooks, but I prefer Stove God Cooks' singing over Brother Tom Sos. It just feels more at home on this type of beats, this type of production, this type of rap. Now, I love some more content focus from him. He just sounds, I ain't gonna call it generic, but I lie. I am gonna call it generic. The content's a little generic, but I think he got a lot of potential. I do kind of want to hear him on his own album. I like that Westside Gunn verse. It's not the best verse he's had on here, but it's still a pretty dope verse. Less street talk on this one, more luxury talk. He didn't quite have the punchlines as he had in other verses, which is why I say it wasn't his best verse on here, but it's still a pretty dope verse. I like the beat. This was a change up, not necessarily in terms of pace, but this was a brighter, more airy beat compared to some of the darker beats on here. I prefer most of the songs that had Stove God on them over this one, but I still think it's solid. This is Gumbo Yaya.
I ain't nothing like these niggas, word to me. Consider this a courtesy. I'm catching bodies purposely. 25 a murder spree. I arrive with urgency. Ain't waste no time, it's urgently. I'm smoking on 3 letters, call it Yaya, look like curves of cheese. I'm only craving peace of mind. I think it's time I draw the line. Right through the essence,
I like
signs.
his content right here. He got a little bit more lyrical focus here.
Sky, ain't no mountain high enough. Colorado, I'm in my prime. So Shador, I'm sure it's my time. I took the risk, the stakes is high.
That's fire.
I put that on my day.
That's fire. He had a Colorado, Shador Sanders, Coach Prime Sanders flip right there.
I put that on my daylight soul. Let go of what I can't control. Can't walk in these size 15s. I just thank God I broke the mold. I pledge allegiance to Griselda. Niggas think I sold my soul. I'm heaven sent. I walk with the law. I can't sell what I don't own. I know niggas wish that they can do this shit. You can't fuck with me. I don't care who you is. You niggas show and tell. I show and prove this shit. These niggas can't fuck with me. Don't care who it is.
You know what? His singing is like a medium cute girl. It ain't all that.
How you should dove, you know nobody above. I leave your body with slugs. I roll your body in Americami rug. I cry days with Claire died. My city, your landmine. If you got a homie locked up,
right now.
Hold your hands high, unload the whole clip. And torso, more so, praise both. My gun go both ways like Dave's loaf. Rockin' some suede loafs.
I thought she only went one way, to be honest with you. She definitely sound like she only go one way.
On the storm, when I pick up on the rod, let me spit something back.
Come on.
Spit a nigga head.
Come on, flip.
Off with the chrome gag. Then I hit these niggas with a stuffed overhand. Then I do the pick a pow, tick a 10. Walking on the sticks on the motherfucking land. I get your ass stooped in the sticks with the hand. You thought I had sand? Cause I had a cover on. Now I'm looking like the black with the butter on.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. One leg still standing on business. After Stove God do his debut, dog, Flip up next. Brother Tom Sos, you can go after Flip. My only times hearing Brother Tom Sos is on this project and what was it, Still Praying, or was that 11 that he was on? I think Still Praying. And that was by far the best verse I heard from him. I think it's the first time I really heard a standout line from a punch that really just stood out to me. The Colorado punch was dope. The De La Soul line was dope. And then you add in the smooth flows. He had some dope lyricism in there. Only critique I had, it had nothing to do with the verse. I just really don't like that chorus. I said his voice typically sounds good. The pitch was a little bit off with some of them ad-libs that he came in there with. But I thought overall he had a strong performance. I like the verse from Gunn too. He really shined with the flows and the pockets that he got into. A lot of gritty bars in there too. Now, I will say I do like this song, but I do think this run of song from Veert to Gumbo Yaya, I think those kind of lagging behind the quality of the first two tracks, Boswell and Adam Page. We'll see if they can get back up to that level, but still pretty dope song right there. This is East Miami.
Got the walkie-talkie, Poppy about to send a bomb. Had to FaceTime him. He wore a powder jumper on the phone. Tennis necklace on tennis necklace. Don't make me have to come and tag 10 your whole shit. Balenciaga triple X's. Still smell burgers on my Wednesday tray. Y'all late saying I'm ill. I've been this way. You ever round 10
I like
bricks?
to shout out to Pray for Pickers.
Rub the Pyrex, granted my first wish. No investigation, please, on the first 100,000 bricks. No,
like
the rules
that.
can't say something. Get your family tree chopped. The law first, niggas reading Qurans up and keep locked.
Get your family tree chopped as a metaphor for killing your whole family is dope.
I eat a bouquet of Martine roses. The pain always comes from the people that's closest.
That's
That's why I pray big times a day and stay focused. Time for a button up, but the button's open by
On the phone, Polaroid picture, I'm stacking provolone. Customer cooking methamphetamines out of his mobile home, loading zone. My dog's
Love
move
this
as soon as I
loading
throw the
zone
bomb.
round
Niggas is looking like you could hold alone.
Well, I love Nack's flow, and part of what makes it so unique is how he'll use rhyme schemes to accent his flows. The way that he's using that 3-syllable rhyme scheme at the end of one bar and at the very start of the other, really, really close to each other, make it almost feel like the flow is kind of bleeding from one line to the next. That's part of what give it that off-kilter feel.
Cuddy want a cuff, I said hell no, son. It's a human science. You front that addict, the package, you trying to lose the client. Yo, let me summarize. He take a hit to catch butterflies. Why pay you back when he could just keep it and spend the shit on the next hit he get from the other guy nullified? Fuck you expect, homie, it's double fried.
I think that's another pretty dope song. I still don't think it's up there with like Boswell and Adam Page, and part of it is because Stove God added so much character and just quality with his verses. But we get a focused, inspired, living up to his potential Westside Gunn. Like, his pen has been on point. His imagery has been on point. I don't think he's punching quite like he was in the first probably 3 songs, but you'll still get a standout line from him. And then Knack has been solid. I don't love Knack all the time. I normally like Knack in spurts, but I think he's been quality this whole album. The dope flows. He's been complimenting Westside Gunn with his coke lines and his street talk. He ain't going none of his monologues where he rapping about nothing on this project. And then it's over a pretty good beat too, with those spacey, ethereal synths over a layer of organs or whatever. I will say though, a critique that I have of this album is it's been pretty much one note. The beats don't necessarily sound the same per se, but they all seem like they fall within the same BPM, more slow, methodical beats. The pace just seems the exact same, especially from tracks 4 through this one. The pace on every single beat is the same. In a vacuum, it's tough, but it really makes it where it's hard to have a standout moment because of that. Still rocking with this project so far though. This is Bury Me With a Stove, which for some outrageous reason does not have Stove God Cooks on it.
Chrome tucked in the chrome, pinky by the 100 bones. Everybody gotta die. Bury me with a stove. Singing fiends lullabies. 50 get you 7 stones. Hit me on another phone. Get his grandmama gone. All flake, no shake. We 7's y'all late. 9 in the Pyrex. Max in the violate.
I kind of like ST Knack doing the ad-libs all the way through that verse. And you needed every single ad-lib because he didn't give you too much for that verse.
This a high ride. Wi-Fi buzzing on, sipping on my time. Back shot and little skinny thing that look kinda like Ice Spice.
The fact that folks ran a smear campaign and made it not okay for dudes to drink strawberry lemonade, pink lemonade, whatever you want to call it, but it's perfectly fine for niggas to drink Mai Tais, feels like propaganda to me.
She got some special effects on dropping the drawers off of her, stomping Harvey yard. A man who was called the law, speed of sound.
This that yapping I was talking about.
Early dismissal. Kid to grant you permission to what? Get you some of this Billy Crystal, big pistol, big team lick.
I love the voice crack right there.
My blood homie, baby mama, crib bitch, and the kid is a what? Couple things I hear from the dairy farm. Ferry dust shipping from Lebanon. Remember marijuana.
You know what? While there ain't no beats on here that are just like standout bangers, I will say I do respect the fact that Westside Gunn went for a consistent soundscape on here. If nothing else, this joint sounds cohesive, and to an extent, it make it feel more like an album than a lot of his projects. Now, nigga probably did this junk in like a work day, and by work day, I mean like from the hours of 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock in one sitting. But it does make you feel like he put some thought in it, even if he wasn't thinking that long. Now, that said, Westside Gunn gonna have to give us something. He ain't give us nothing on that song. The flow is too basic there to carry the fact that it didn't have no real standout lines. Nag was spitting about half of nothing, but at the very least, his flow is interesting, and he wrote this beat really well. I was sitting here listening to this song trying to think who would flow on this beat really well. It might be my personal bias, but I could really see a Rock Marcy or a Mock Hami spazzing on this beat. Knowing them and knowing Gunn probably beefing with both of them too at the moment though. But kind of a waste of a pretty dope beat with some mediocre verses. A little bit better from Nag though than Gunn. This is Outlander.
Hey yo,
I like
hey
these
yo,
muddy horns
hey
right here. This beat is probably the biggest change of pace out of the whole album, out of every beat on here.
Hit him broad day, close up, how can I miss him? I can't wait to slide home, you should have seen us in prison. I had the all black Prada jumpsuit on a mission. Shit was just last week, I be still bullshitting, I'm on my own day. Hey yo, fuck these niggas, love.
That's still a pause. Not
Yeah,
gonna hold you.
3 different color roses, back to back with the blowers. Blow like the Joes, in the water like Moses. Posing in that marsh, Roddy Piper with the headlock. Hopped out the trunk with Maxwell, fake Dre fucking with me, name him. Slaying the Bottega trainer, slaving over hot stoves. Took the cookie out, amen. He already ratting on day 10, my nigga burnt. He just did a dub in the state.
Boy, is that a Gunna diss?
Homie got dressed, celebrated AP the Luger.
I'm feeling that one. That's probably the best song on here outside of the Cook songs. Dang, probably should tell you something. But I'm feeling that beat with those game show type horns. Joint sound like they sample Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something. Who Wants to Be a Thousandaire, if you will. But I think Gunn picked back up the rapping. The delivery got a little bit more urgent. The rhyme schemes picked up a little bit. The imagery got a little bit more vivid. I like both the verses he had on here, but I get a slight nod to the second one as my favorite out of the two. I think that one's really tough. Let's go ahead and close this thing out with Dunk World.
Price might change. Stamp might change. These bitches might change.
Boy, the gospel sound is beyond
might
defeated.
change.
I love the really high-pitched keys that come in every now and then on the beat.
Billy Coop scraped the curb on you niggas. It's not like they never seen this shit before. It's not like I never seen a brick before. I'm still excited. I gave fire to niggas that seen fire before. They still admire my shit like, yo, Stove, this shit is fire. I ran the clock down to the wire. State to state, I rode them tires to the wire. So much money, these suckers started wearing wires. In the kitchen, she like,
I like how he went from the fire scheme right there to the wire scheme.
bitch, a wire.
Plus you got the rhyme scheme, the accent.
The seasons may come and go, but I won't change, Lord. The fruit from my tree remains, is not gonna change.
We got Trap Kurt Franklin.
Why dump at the leash so soon? Free slide till they free him. My nigga on the 30th of June. Big Al just left me. The only pops I ever had. The shell died from a broken heart. You don't know the half me and she gun. What the same bed, took the same bath. In the kitchen bagging up. Same gloves, same mask. Seemed like yesterday.
I
YOLO
like
on the
that.
resume. Fiend dropped off on sniff. Don't underestimate.
The feds indicted Donald Sly Green and 25 others, charging them with operating a major Buffalo drug ring called the LA Boys, and Donald was the leader of it.
Man, that song was tough. That was one of the better songs on the album. Uncoincidentally, one of the better beats on the album comes from Conductor, who is called a spade, best producer on here. But I'm feeling that vocal sample mixed with the keys. I love how textured he makes his beats, even though they have that overall minimal aesthetic. I think it's great to have Stowe back on the album, but I think Westside Gunn easily stole the show here. Man, his verse was so passionate, which goes hand in hand with how urgent his delivery was. And I love how he gave shout outs to Sly, all the homies he lost, Sheen Gun, Dump. I thought that was a perfect ending and tied in the cover art to this album. I even rock with the narration of the Sly Green story at the end. Definitely a fitting closer for the album. Overall, man, I think Westside Gunn did his thing on this one. The album started out on 10, man. Boswell to Adam Page. I think those two songs were excellent, and those two plus Dump World were the best ones on the album. Man, that pairing between Stove God Cooks and Westside Gunn is so special, where both of them are just oozing charisma. And then you throw in the fact that they were really punching on this first third of the album. I even thought Nag brought it with his special, unique, out-of-the-box flows. And I thought the fact that he pretty much stuck to all street talk, coke talk, that really played one into the content of Gunn and Cooks. And then two, it kept his verses sharp. Then I thought Brother Tom Souls, why he didn't stand out as much as like a Gunn or a Stove guy did. He had by far the best verse that I heard from him, with a really good showing on Gumbo Yaya. Now, on the negatives, I almost could say the same thing with Still Praying, but this one was a little bit worse, where there was no huge standout song on this album like there is with most Westside Gunn projects. And it really comes down to the fact that the pacing was pretty much the same from start to finish, with very little variation when it comes to production, just in terms of pace and not in terms of the actual beats. But I think when you have those changes of pace, when you have an explosive beat mixed in with the murkier beats, that's what lead to those standout moments in the albums. And then I thought the album was just missing a tad bit when you got those running songs that didn't have Stove God Cooks in it. Now that said, even though you don't have any huge standout beats, save maybe that Dump World beat by Conductor Williams, I absolutely love how cohesive all those beats sound. And I also think that the production overall was pretty forward pushing. Like, Gunn has made it where he's challenging himself to where he doesn't sound like the other imitators that he has and the other people in this lane. I don't think he's touched the top projects in the Hitler Wears Airman series or Westside Gunn's discography, but I do think this solidifies the fact that he's on a nice little run starting with 11 to now. And it's also a good sign to see how sharp his pen currently is. Overall, I'm feeling like a 7.5 out of 10, but it's a strong 7.5. Look, you made it this far, you might as well go ahead and binge. Check out this Westside Gunn review right here, or go peep this video here.